my name is Aurora and I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet. I really wanted to follow after my grandma's footsteps and she knew how to crochet, so I decided to learn. Some materials that you would be needing is yarn, preferably only one type, some needles, and each needle is different from the other one.
Can you take those needles out and show us them?
Color-wise.
I don't know what a crochet needle even looks like.
Color-wise, size-wise, just doesn't matter. Each needle is different for different purposes. And these little things are yarn markers, and they are used to count how many things that you have done. So I'm going to be
stitches.
Stitches, yeah. Well, yeah, chains, stitches. Pass this around. That's the whole thing. Okay. And here's one of the finished projects of a crochet.
Did you do that, or did your mom do
No,
that? No,
my grandma did it actually. And she's very talented, so she used different types of stitches. So this one is this specific type of yarn is mainly used for outfits and different types of bodywear. That's basically all the materials. And
do you crochet a lot, or just a little, like you yourself?
I usually do it with my mother when we have time, when she's off of work and when I'm in school.
What kinds of things do you typically crochet? Is it like hats and
blankets mostly.
Blankets.
And a year ago we made a mask since it was COVID. Okay. So the steps to follow crochet are a little bit simple, to start with, but just still difficult. So with the crochet, I like to call this part a hill, and right in front of it should be a little area that you would do it. And if the needle isn't already hooked onto the loop, I would call it, you just put it on and through. So when you put it through the hole, you want to twist and grab the string that's on the other side and pull right through. So at this time, you would have 2 loops. Then you would grab onto the string and just pull straight through the loops. It's preferably that you would have your needle facing completely downwards, because that's where the loops kind of do it. And you would have the loop, another loop again, and basically you would just continue with that until you would reach the end, which it's pretty long, so I probably won't reach the end right now, and just basically continue.
So you loop it, pull it through.
I preferably like to have the 2 loops close together so it's easy to pull straight through them. At some points your needle will come out of the loop. You just basically put it right through the loop again. If it's hard to find the loop right outside of the hill, you can just use your fingers to find it, and usually it would be right across from it.
How do you decide what size crochet
needle
to use?
Usually it depends on how good you are with it. This needle makes bigger holes, but it's kind of hard to keep the yarn hooked onto it. And the smaller needle is easier to keep it through, but it's harder to make bigger holes to get it through.
Gotcha.
To get the yarn through. And if you can't really get the yarn to go through it, you can just kind of pull it through, and then you can just take the yarn and just pull it right back to make it smaller. Usually you want to keep it on the one side, and there's many different stitches for everyday different things.
What's the name of this stitch that you're
It's
doing?
just a basic one that I'm just really I've been practicing through the whole time. and at some points you will mess up. So right here I did mess up. Basically you just pull it through until you see one loop, which is right here. And to fix up little errors, you just kind of pull it, and then you put the needle right back through, and just continue. There's many different stitches. I don't know the names of these 2 stitches, but my grandma did 2 stitches, which is kind of advanced for most people because usually you would only want to stick with 1 stitch throughout the whole thing, or else it will like kind of just mess you up. But this one, it looks pretty good.
Is that a hat that you wear?
Yeah, I wear it during the winter time because it's a little bit too hot for right now.
It's 85 degrees?
Yeah, a little too hot right now. It is.
I'm wondering if we had a volunteer go up there, if you could have that volunteer actually do a stitch.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you think you could teach a volunteer? You pick your volunteer. Who do you want to come up?
Has anybody tried knitting before? No? Aiden, you have? Knitting?
Have you ever tried knitting?
I crochet.
You used to?
Well, then maybe you should let
You want to try the basic one?
Or you can try that one.
You want to try the basic one?
She's picking you?
Sure.
Yeah. So it would be right after this hill, so the hole should be right there, and you just put it through.
I'll be
so you
impressed.
want to be holding the yarn taut, and then you twist it around and grab it. Okay, here. Let me show you the hand movements. So you're going to hold it like that, and you just grab it, okay? Because it's kind of hold it, wrap around it, yep, and pull through. Don't pull through this loop. Okay.
It's hard,
It's
right?
fine.
Both teaching it and learning it.
Yeah.
I mean, this yarn is like very.
Yeah, that yarn is this yarn is one of the harder ones to crochet through because you can't really see the holes for every single one of them.
Well, let's give Aurora a round of applause. Are you done, Aurora?
Yeah.
Let's give her and Aiden a round of applause for this backwards.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Jace, and today I'll be showing you how to take off a deck on a skateboard and put it back on. I chose this topic because out of school and at home I like to skateboard a lot.
Skaters rule.
So this is my Phillips head. You could see the rubbers off it because I peeled it off. You guys want to pass that around? This is my flathead screwdriver. The rubber's still on it because I haven't used it in forever. You can use a 5x16 millimeter wrench depending on how big the lug nuts on the bottom of the skateboard are. And then I have WD-40, which is also optional because my skateboard's really old and rusty. So I'll have to put WD-40 on it before I do anything.
Keeping your fingers crossed that they come loose.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask what happened to the grip tape on it?
This is my grandpa's old skateboard, so the grip tape just
Gotcha.
slowly came off, but hopefully before the summer.
I think Aiden wants to get you some new grip tape. Let's buy him some new grip tape.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just get him some new grip tape.
Hopefully by the end of the summer, I will be able to get new grip tape. First I'll use my 5x16 millimeter wrench to unscrew the nuts on the bottom.
Show the camera. Is it actually coming loose?
Yeah. like 4 to 5 times a weekend, and a day. So like once or twice a day, maybe.
Is this your only skateboard, or do you have?
This is my only skateboard because the other one I had was like,
Is the screw spinning?
yeah.
Okay, so it is coming off.
My oldest one is now gone because it was like this big, and I gave it to my niece because she liked to watch me skate a lot. So I just decided to give that to her for her birthday.
Well, that was very kind of you. Is that one coming loose?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember which way.
You got it going the right way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Can I give you a suggestion? If you just hold the wrench and then you use the screwdriver, you could just use the screwdriver to turn the screw. It's just another option. You don't have to do it that way, but now you got options. It might be quicker if the screw is not stripped. It might not. You do it however you want to do it. I just know that way might work as well. But if it doesn't work,
There's so much dirt and grime.
it's alright. Go back to doing it your way.
I might be able to get it. No, it's stripping.
Alright, sorry. Go back to doing it your way. I just know that that way, the other way would also work.
I might have to put more WD-40 on it.
For time purposes, why don't you just do one truck?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm trying to get to take off. No, it's on this one.
If you guys have questions, I kind of like the idea of just ask him as he's going. I don't have to wait till the end.
Do you ever go to skate parks?
I haven't been there in a while. Last time I was at a skate park was when I was like 6.
It's the most impressive trick you can do.
I can't do any tricks because I was riding a scooter there, but my mom doesn't take me there anymore because
So,
I broke my nose.
What's your dream?
no
trick?
360 kick flips, no pressure flips,
No.
no indie heel flips, no nollie heel flips, no nollie nose flips, no ollie impossibles, no McTwists.
What were you saying, Ada?
What's your dream trick?
Probably a 360 onto like a grind, and then like no, do like a kick flip off. But hopefully I can achieve that before I turn 20.
Why did you say before you turn 20?
You know, why not before you turn 13? Go the other way, you're doing tight, yeah.
Because I'm 12 now, but I don't think in the time being.
You can learn to do a kick flip before you're 13.
No,
Yeah, you can.
no, before 13 then yeah, but like I can't learn to do a 360 grind kickflip before I'm 13 because it's going to take a lot of time, effort, and hard work to and
You asked him
have to have
how
a
often
long
does he skate, right? You asked him. Now, if you would have asked me growing up when I was in probably 7th grade to almost done having graduated, how much do you skate? I would do every day.
That's what I
You know how to ollie?
Every day I used to skate.
Do you know how to ollie?
I do know how to ollie. I can do a lot of tricks. Fun story, not fun story, but interesting story. So I was trying to learn how to do something called a cowboy ollie. You know what a cowboy ollie is? So it's where you ollie normal, but then you take your front foot and you kind of kick it off the front of the board, and then you bring it back. And that's all it is. So it's just a normal ollie, but your foot goes off the front of the board and then it comes back on. And every time I was trying to do it, my board was flipping. And subsequently I learned how to do heel flips that way. I was trying to learn how to do it in a cowboy ollie, but I ultimately taught myself how to do a heel flip. I know, right? Still, cowboy ollies are something I was never good at, but I was really good at heel flipping. where you live, where do you end up skating? Like, do you live in an area where you can just go out into your driveway and skate? Do you have to like?
I live in a type of area where it's like barely anybody lives there, so I can just like ride in the road and stuff because it's like a ghost town where I live. And there's like a couple houses on my street. There's like 4.
Coming up on 8 minutes. Just so you know.
It's 2 minutes per skate. Never done this before.
Who's your favorite professional skater?
Don't have one. I don't have one.
Who was his favorite professional skater that you like to watch and emulate?
Mine was skater.
So that would be a skater would be like one person, like Tony Hawk or Mike McGill,
I don't really have a favorite skater.
Rodney Mullen.
But all I know is soon I'm getting a Tony Hawk board.
Are you gonna ride that a lot?
Get all 4 of the screws off.
Yeah, but the way my trucks are, it's like
I only see 3 of the holes. There you go. Let's go.
the way my trucks are, they're like you have to get in there to like unscrew it. And these ones are like broken, so they're like rusted in the place. So otherwise, this is a really good skateboard.
What do you use to spray it?
It's called WD-40. It helps unrust stuff. Makes it easier to
So can you
do.
pull the trucks off now?
I'll have to unscrew these first, but I can try. I'm just scared of stripping these so bad, but
Well, then don't strip them.
like never take them.
What would your next step be? Tell us, because you're coming up. You're beyond 10 minutes now,
yeah.
so.
My next step would be taking out the screws and then taking the trucks off, and then just reversing the process and putting them back on.
Okay, let's give Jace a round of applause.
My name is Lillian Wilson, and so I'm making a strawberry and banana smoothie. Some of my ingredients are bananas and strawberries, milk and orange juice, and then obviously you need a blender and a blender cup, and a cup just in general and a straw. So first you obviously plug in the blender and then get your frozen strawberries. I usually do like a handful or more. Sometimes I do
Did
less.
you say they're frozen?
Yeah. And then you put in a couple strawberries. They look purple because they were in a bag with blueberries, but I don't like blueberries that much. Yeah. They look purple.
So we have frozen strawberries and frozen bananas?
Yeah. And then you put in your orange juice. I measured all my stuff and I put 1.5 cups of orange juice in for the same for milk. So you don't put all in. Then you do the milk. And then I have a hard time putting it on sometimes, so I just make sure it doesn't leak and put it on tight.
You need me to tighten it?
I think I got it.
It looks pretty tight.
And then you get in. It's not like a switch or anything. You just like push down.
And turn, right?
Yeah.
do you usually blend for?
I would say it doesn't, if you don't put a lot of berries in, usually 7 seconds, but I didn't put a lot of berries in, so I only did like a couple seconds. And it looks pretty good. And then you just dump it.
Dump it where?
In a cup.
Dump it. Keep going. Finish off for us.
And then you just put it in there.
I know there's probably some safety mechanisms so that won't turn on, but you would not want that to accidentally turn on.
And then that's it.
So there's-
Hmm?
Give her a round of applause.
Hi, my name is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a magic card trick. And the reason I'm doing this is because one time at one of my parents' parties, I made over $15 just by tricking people with this magic. And you guys can pass this around. You see it's a normal deck of cards. Okay, and so for this trick, you will need only 21 out of the 52 cards. So I'm just gonna count them.
We can't hear you counting.
You're at 11.
Oh, I just out.
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Just remember, everything you do, you should be talking us through it.
Yep.
Each step. So now we're gonna be amazed with your card trick.
Okay, so now I need a volunteer. Jacob. Okay, so you could just pick a card. Doesn't matter.
Should he show us?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You got it.
Put it back in there. Okay, so now I'm just gonna shuffle it up because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so now I'm gonna put them in 3 different piles, and you need to pay attention and tell me which pile you saw your card going to at the end. Okay, which pile?
The middle.
No. Okay, I'm gonna do it a few more times. Just do the same thing. Tell me which pile. Okay, which pile?
The one on the right.
It's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna do this 2 more times. Okay, which pile do you see your card going to? Was this your card?
Yes.
Hey, wow, that's impressive. Alright, now we get to learn how he did it.
So, how I did it was, I
You need someone back.
completely no, I only have 21 cards, and then like while there's not much secret to it, just that when you're doing this, like after you place all the cards down, they say like middle, then you sandwich the middle card in between these two, and then you just flip it over and just keep doing that until you get to the 4th time doing it. And then once it's your 4th time doing it, you just keep doing it, and once it's your 4th time doing it, when you're placing your cards down, you just get to the 11th card, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11 will always be their card. And then, would anyone like to come up here and try to do the trick? Jace.
So, 1, 2, 3.
Yep, so if you need to, you can just read that.
Pick a card, any card.
Why would we? Can we have somebody else in the audience pick a card
Oh yeah.
versus the
Jason.
master magician over there?
How about Mr. Trump?
Can you guys all see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's in.
Shuffle. Which deck did you see?
Middle pile. Do you remember what our card was?
Yeah.
Okay, you go up there and you count it out. You go up there and keep track of our card. Tell them what pile it's in.
Your deck.
You go up and help them. Remember our card? All right, well, no, so there's 2 people up there.
Yep, and then on 4th time, that's what you copy. I'm gonna spread them out a little bit. So.
Which deck? This one? Which one?
Yeah.
I thought it was the middle one.
Okay, now
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is this your card? What on? Is this your card?
No, it was.
oh, then someone was.
Our card was the Jack of Spades. That was the 11th card, wasn't it?
Wait.
9, 10. I don't know. You count. Our card was the Jack of Spades.
That was 10.
It was a good effort, though. Give Dylan and even Jace a round of applause for their efforts.
Hi, I'm Willow, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make ants on a log. First, you're going to need to take your celery out of the bag.
Can you tell us about the materials that you need and why did you choose this?
I chose this because I like eating ants on a log, and first you can need like celery and peanut butter and raisins and a knife and something to clean up, but I don't have that instead. You're going to need to take the celery out of the bag. Problems.
Do you have a plate? If you're going to be cutting celery, you're going to want to do it on plates. Somebody was spraying WD-40 on this table earlier. So you're going to want a plate. What?
Why?
Because we were learning how to change a skateboard deck, which required WD-40. But if you're going to cut food on that same table, I would probably want plates.
Then you're going to want to open up the peanut butter and
What type of peanut butter are you using?
Peter Pan.
Do you have a favorite kind of peanut butter?
No. You're going to want to take the peanut butter and you're going to want to spread it on the like inside, like center area. Okay. Then you're going to want to take the raisins. I'm making a huge mess. spread them on the peanut butter.
Do you like a lot of raisins?
I don't know, just like enough to cover it, kind of.
But what do you like? Do you like a lot or do you like a little?
A lot. And then once you're done and you have like your enough raisins, you can eat it.
Give her a round of applause.
I'm Lily, and today I'll be teaching you how to sew. I chose sewing because I'm really good at it and I've known how to do it for a while. You will need scissors, a needle, thread, and something that you need to sew.
What did you bring in that you need to sew?
My stuffed dog, Daniel.
Could say his name is
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yes, his name is Daniel. First, you'll need to thread the needle. I have no idea an easy way to do this. I'm bad at this.
That's right. We all know how hard threading a needle is. It's very challenging. We're all very patient.
Can I have some assistance?
I can.
Okay, someone please help. This is what I wanted to thread before starting.
I have a
Oh.
technique.
Did you get it?
I tried the thing like in art.
Did you cut the end of the thread? Trim
Oh,
the end of the thread.
yeah, I have.
No, just right now. Trim it.
No.
Give it a fresh, clean cut on the thread and then try to get it in.
Did you get it? Oh,
Here's the end of it.
I almost got it. Got it.
Alright, thank you. Alright, you'll need to get as much thread as you need to.
How do I determine how much thread I need? How do I know how much thread I need?
Estimate.
Okay, how? Is it based off of the size of the hole? Is
Yes.
it based off of...
Yeah, estimate based on the size of the hole.
Okay, so the larger the size of the hole, the more thread I need.
Yes.
So, like, how big is the hole that you're going to sew up and how much thread are you using?
It's quite large and I'm gonna use a lot of thread.
We see those
Yeah, it's quite large. You guys speak it.
How long has he had this poor hole?
Oh. Yeah, like 3 years.
Okay. So it's time that he got repaired.
Alright, and you'll need to tie a knot in the thread. Don't knot them both together. This is finicky. I'm bad at
Peanut butter. No, peanut butter still.
Well, yeah,
Alright, and then you're gonna push the needle through.
Make sure you
Yeah.
show it out to us and the camera so we can all
Can you
see it.
see?
Yes.
Alright, you push the needle through the edge of the hole. Make sure that the knot is on the inside of whatever you're sewing. Alright, and then you push it through the other side of the hole. Hold on. Yeah. repeat this step until you get to the end. I'm gonna be here for a while.
Well, don't just say repeat. Show us. Come closer. Come step around the table.
Yeah.
Come right out here into the camera and really give us a close-up view and
Ow.
give your audience a close-up
Stab
view.
myself.
So we can kind of see what you're doing. And
Hold on. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah. The person you go back to
Can you move, please?
or you can just
I
position
can't.
yourself in the middle and
I don't
face
know
us.
how to present.
Just position yourself right in the middle, right there. Because what we need to see now is your toy in your hands.
Please.
Put it right in front. I don't really have. Put it right in front of where her leg is. So Lily, let her come in. Put it right in front of the camera. Okay. I was thinking about putting the toy on it, but that works too.
I'm putting myself on it because I'm too short for the camera to see.
Well, what we have to see is your hands and your toy. See what you're doing.
Yeah.
Talk us through it again. Show us what you're doing.
I'm pushing the needle through the sides of the hole and basically just trying to close it. Alright, I think that's the end. No idea. And then you just tie a knot and cut the excess thread. It's closed. There's 2 holes though.
Who taught you how to sew?
My mother. And
Do you sew often?
only when necessary.
Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. So I guess is it necessary for you to sew a lot of things or just occasional?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm bad at keeping things not destroyed.
Do you know how to sew using a sewing machine?
No. I don't.
Does anybody in here know how to sew using a sewing machine?
Alright, so the excess thread.
You two know how to use a sewing machine?
I was just, well,
Alright.
I did it like when
Can I
I was
sit?
like 8, because I did this like 4-inch thing. But
We had to learn how to do it in middle school.
Okay, so my name's Braylon and I'm gonna teach you how to French braid hair. So you're gonna need a head of hair, a thing to part the hair. I like to use these brushes. One, because you can like comb hair, and also you can use it to part.
I know your hair is braided today.
That's what I did for that reason.
Is it a French braid, your
It's
hair?
not a French braid, it's a Dutch braid.
It's a Dutch braid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're gonna need a regular brush and some hair ties, and then obviously your hands. The first step is to brush the hair so all knots are out, but luckily I kind of.
What's the name of your model?
Well, Andrew, there's like multiple names for it. Andrew named it Jenna, she named it Jessica, and Estelle named it Rebecca. So. Sure. Scary Doll. So there's Scary Doll, Rebecca, Jenna,
And whatever the girl from the movie
Ariana
was.
Ariana. So I brushed it, and then you're gonna part the hair evenly down the center so there are 2 equal parts. So usually your nose is the center of your head, so just start with the center of your nose, and you're gonna go all the way back. So and then you're gonna tie up one of the parts, so when you braid one part, it's not in your way. I also have one of the black hair big ties.
So this first one, you're kind of tying it out of the way.
Yeah.
So you're going to work with the right side of that first.
Yeah. I always work with the right side because I find it easier. So.
Is it easier to braid your own hair or another person's hair?
I think another person's, but I can still braid my hair. It looks better on other people. And then, see, I have a straight part in the back. And then
I've already learned something.
you're gonna grab a small piece of hair, like right there.
Starting in the front.
Yes, you start at the front hair. And then you're gonna start by three pieces, 3 equal pieces. And then you're gonna put one part over another, and then another part over another, and then you're gonna add a piece to this side, and then you're gonna add another piece to this side. And then after you add them both together, you're gonna do the same step and add it over.
And you're always going over the middle one.
You're
right?
always, so for a French, yes, you're always going over the middle. So the outside always goes over the middle. And then once you do it, once you put them over, then you're gonna grab another piece and add it to the outside. You
That's
always
always
add,
the tricky part.
yeah, you always,
Adding a little more hair.
yeah, you just always add it to the outside pieces, never the inside. So
And that makes a normal French braid, but if you want to do your French braid and inside out, you got to go under.
yeah, that's a little more complicated. So you're gonna add to this side, then you add it to the other side, and then you're gonna repeat it again, outside over the inside, and then
That's a good way to think about it too. Outside over the inside.
outside over the inside again. And then once you get all 3 pieces back again, you're gonna add another piece here on the outside, then you're gonna switch and add another piece to the outside. Then you're gonna do it again. Outside over the inside. Outside over the inside. And you're gonna add it again. And then you're gonna
And you're
add
really
it
not
to the
using the
outside again.
hairbrushes at all anymore. You're just using your hands.
Not anymore, no. If there's knots, I usually just pull them with my fingers. I mean, she's not alive, so she can't really scream, so. So now I'm gonna go outside over the inside again.
She's possessed.
And then you're just gonna keep going with the same process. And I'm gonna go a little faster so that I can show you what to do at the end.
You ever seen the horror movie Child's Play?
Yeah.
It's about a doll that's possessed by.
It may look a little better if I actually took my time, but I'm just gonna go fast so I can show you what to do at the end. Then once you get to the bottom and there's like no more hair to really grab, because as you can see, I'm getting all of the hair under here. So I'm almost done. But when I'm doing my own hair, it actually takes me shorter time to do my own hair than it does to do someone else's. Which is weird to me.
Did you do your own hair this morning?
Yes. Did. But then once you get to the bottom, you're going to grab the last piece of hair. Usually you want to pull this tight because you don't usually come down here when you grab it. So you want to grab it tight so then there's no like loose things down there so it doesn't go back. So you grab it tight and add it. And you're just going to pull it a little tight. Now when you get down here, there's no more adding to do because there's no more hair left. So you kind of follow the steps outside over the inside, outside over the inside, and then keep going with a regular braid. And once you get all the way down to the bottom, then you can tie it off with a rubber band. You can usually stop it wherever you want. I've seen people stop it usually about like right here, and they have like kind of like a ponytail. Some people go all the way down to the bottom, like mine's all the way down.
Who taught you how to braid?
Well, used to be stepmom. She was a hairstylist, so she always used to braid my hair. And I would watch her as she braided my hair.
So I figured it out by that. And I also used to have like a Barbie, I guess, but she was like a full-on Barbie, so I could actually braid her hair. And then I kind of learned off of this thing, just right on Amazon. It came with this and a whole kit of, there was about like probably 20 brushes that came with it. And yeah.
Why are there like 20?
Well, there was like, it wasn't the same brush, like there was like bigger brushes. And I'm just gonna grab a,
So the idea behind this, the doll is it helps people learn how to do different
yeah,
hairstyles.
like these are usually in cosmetology. But you're just gonna put the rubber band around it, twist it, go around it again, twist it, go around it, twist it, go around it, until eventually it gets tight enough so it won't fall out.
Okay, and then would you repeat that process with the other side?
Yes, and then you do the same thing with the other side, except for it's just on a different side.
Give her a round of applause.
I'll be showing you how to make a trivet, since most people don't know what a trivet is. It's like an oversized coaster for hot pots, pans, and plates. And the reason I chose to make a trivet is because I always burn my hands when I'm making food. So now that I have a trivet, I can make food without burning my hands. Okay, first you need to gather all your materials. You need cardboard, smallish rocks, glue, scissors, a writing utensil, which in this case is a green pencil, and felt. Okay, step 2. Draw a shape on your cardboard using your utensil. As you can see, I've already drawn on a circle. It doesn't need to be a circle, but I just wanted mine to be a circle. Okay, step 3. Cut out your shapes with your scissors. Mine looks like this. Then, you need to choose the rocks that you want to use. I would usually choose one out of these. And then, you need to plan your design. As you can see, I've already started planning my design. It's already glued on, but I wouldn't normally glue it on. The only reason I glued this on is because I didn't want them falling off. After you place a rock down like this, then for my glue, you would unscrew the cap and then place this on. And now I would need to put something like this and then something else to hold it down for 15 minutes so that the glue can dry.
Would you do one rock at a time, or would you do a whole bunch and then put something heavy on top?
I'd put down all the rocks at once and then I would glue them down. But I'm just showing you how to glue them down per my glue instructions.
What type of glue do you prefer?
I would normally, for making trivets, I would usually use this glue.
What is that glue called?
It's Elmer's Extreme School Glue for bigger, tougher projects. And then you would draw the same shape on your felt as you did on your cardboard. See? Fairly similar. And then you would cut it out like this. Now you would glue the felt, and after you're done gluing the rocks on, it should look like this. Then you would glue down your felt like say this was for again?
This is so that you don't burn your hands on hot pots, pans, and plates.
Yeah, you would set a hot pot on it instead of setting it on like a counter or a table. You would set it on this, and then this would protect the surface of wherever you set your pot on.
Would you recommend a lot of glue in putting the, I think you said felt on?
Yes, it is felt, and I wouldn't put too much glue. It depends on how big your shape is. Like, since mine's not, like, it's a little big but not that big, I put like more than a little glue on, but not like a lot of glue on. And then, once you're done gluing your rocks and felt on, it should look like this.
Oh, that's cool.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do like an origami ball, but it comes out like a square. First, you're going to have to fold the right corner to the left one, but you have to like make sure it's even.
Why did you choose this?
I chose this because I make these a lot.
Can you fold a lot of different things with paper? Can you do a lot of different, just this particular one?
Yeah. Then you have to cut off the excess. Then it should make a square. And you should have to, now you have to fold this corner to this one to make like a X. Now that you have an X, you have to fold this, the two triangles right here, in so that it goes like this.
Did someone teach you how to do this?
Yeah, my mom taught me how to do this. And then you have to fold this part to the very top. Then you do that to all the sides on each side.
So twice on each side.
Yep.
When you were trying to write your directions for this, did you find it hard to write directions
Yeah.
about how to fold paper?
Mhm.
It's hard to actually figure out how to write it down. It's much easier to show, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of like the origami books, they will just use pictures.
But sometimes it's difficult. You're like, what does that mean?
Right.
Then that you have like a square kind of, you have to fold each corner in like this.
See, I would imagine trying to write down then just a description of that fold. That would be a very challenging thing to write down.
Yeah. Then you fold each flap of a triangle into the little pockets right here. Then you have to like flip the, once you put it in, you have to like flip it over. So
Face it to the camera so we can actually
so
see.
that it has to like stay.
Okay.
Then you have to do that on like each other side.
Say when this is done, it's going to look like a ball, but it's a square ball.
Yeah, you have to blow it up. Now that you have like all of them folded, all you gotta do is fold it like this, And there should be like a little pocket for you can blow into, and it'll make a square. But not very difficult, a little bit.
That's good. I like it.
And then that's how you, and then it's done.
Give him a round of applause.
Hey guys, my name is Samuel, if you don't know that. Today I will be showing you how to make peanut butter and jelly, because it's what I do on a daily basis. I like it, it's my favorite food. Ingredients you'll need: a plate, peanut butter,
What kind of peanut butter do you like to use? If you had your choice.
crunchy,
Crunchy. Okay. Any specific brand you like? Just any crunchy.
any jelly, strawberry jelly to be exact. I like strawberry jelly actually a lot.
For the record, that was homemade strawberry jelly for Mrs. Trumbull. She just made it on Saturday. Picked the berries on Saturday, so that's as fresh as it can get.
2 pieces of white bread, whatever bread you want to use. You can use whole wheat if you want. First, you got a knife. If you want to start off with the peanut butter, you can. I usually start with jelly. You want to have a good ratio between jelly and peanut butter. Also, it'll just be like too sweet or like too crunchy or something like that.
Do you go like half and half? Or do you more peanut butter to jelly? What is the right ratio? What is Sam's perfect ratio?
Half and half.
Okay. He's switching knives. Don't forget to talk us through the steps. Tell us what you're doing now.
I'm spreading the peanut butter on the bread. Mostly because if you don't do that, you won't get anything until like the middle, or like wherever you actually put the peanut butter.
And for the record, that is Peter Pan peanut butter. Creamy, it's not crunchy, like Sam prefers.
And then you just slap the 2 pieces of bread together and you can eat it. Any questions?
First, give him a round of applause.
I'm teaching how to do friendship bracelets. The materials that you need is rubber bands, a hook, a holder, which I'm just using my fingers, and then these directions were really for a different kind of bracelet, but the colors that I'm going to use are pink and yellow. Put your first color on your pointer finger and other on your middle finger, and then your second rubber band is on your middle finger and your ring finger.
Can you hold it up more out front so we can really see it in the camera and we all can see it?
And you just keep doing this pattern. I'm putting yellow on. Pink. And you just pull these up and over the pink one.
I like how you have it connected to your thumb. I saw somebody do that maybe yesterday, and they didn't have it connected to their thumb, and it seemed like it was a lot more challenging.
Yeah.
That way it seems a lot smarter.
You can also use this, but I just decided to use the fingers.
Do you prefer using the fingers, or do you like to use the loom that comes?
For a a different kind of bracelet, like this kind of bracelet that I was making, you use this. But for like this kind of bracelet, you use your fingers.
Okay, so you think it's just easier to use your fingers for that kind of bracelet?
Then you just do it over and over again until you think it'll fit on your wrist.
What do you do over and over again? Tell us again. We just add another.
Just keep adding rubber bands.
Add a rubber band over each finger. Show us again. Alright, so you put it over your middle finger and your ring finger.
And then you pull the pink up over the yellow.
Okay. Alright, and then so you're switching colors. You're alternating colors every time?
Yeah. And then I have these clear hooks that you probably can't really see.
Right. So is that one of the S hooks or is it a C hook?
It's one of the S hooks.
S hooks. I'm an expert now after a few years of learning how to make them.
You just hook this part that you were just using, and then you hook the other part onto the end. And then just
And normally you give it to a friend, right? Because it's a friendship bracelet. Give her a round of applause, guys.
So, my name is Alexis, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a strawberry banana smoothie. The reason why I chose to do this is because I do it a lot. I do it almost every day for breakfast. So, the ingredients are a blender, and I'm just going to use this like mini one that has like two different things to put them in. Strawberries, which are in here with these ice packs. They're frozen strawberries, but I think they melted a little bit, so got strawberries and bananas.
Do you like to start with frozen strawberries and frozen bananas usually?
It depends on what I have at my house. Like this time I just had frozen stuff. So. Then I need milk, which I put in this, which is basically like a smaller version of that. And then I'm not going to use a cup, but I also have a spoon just in case I need it, which is really cool. So, the first thing that you need to do is I'm going to put my fruit in the blender. So I'm going to put 6 strawberries in there.
Brought a napkin.
Probably. So.
Do you have any in here?
I do. Braiding for a closet.
I can get a tissue.
No, keep going. That one. Bottom shelf, or near the bottom where the cups are. On the right, you can just go on the right hand side. See them right there by your right hand.
Oh, napkins. I was looking for brown paper towels.
Or I could have just used a tissue.
Sorry. That's right, we got you covered.
Thanks.
Alright.
So
That's hot enough.
so sometimes I use like crushed bananas so that it doesn't break the blender. And I did this time, so I'm just gonna pour these in there. Even though they look gross, they're not. So now that that's in there, I'm going to pour all this milk in there.
How much milk? Is it about 8 ounces, like a cup of milk, or
I don't know.
just to however much you decide you need?
It's up to the max line on this cup.
Okay.
I don't know how much it is though. It's right.
Gotcha.
So I'm just going to pour this whole cup in there. Maybe not the whole cup, but I'm just going to save this just in case I need it. And then I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to make sure it's on tight. In there. And then I put it in here, and there's this little like thing, and you got to make sure they match up with the slots in there so that it'll fit.
How long do you usually let it blend for?
Until it gets like thin and I don't see any more cups in the blender. I'm gonna use my spoon to check to make sure it's not lumpy, and if it's like too watery, then you can put more fruit in there. So I'm just gonna put more strawberries in there. So that you know how much, it's just how much you think it is. So I'm just gonna put this back in there. I'm just gonna shake it because I have,
Looks like it's perfect.
yeah. And I'm just gonna check it again, and if it's good, and if it's not too thick or not too thin.
It looks delicious. Give her a round of applause.
Hi, my name is Julie, and step one, you have to get all the ingredients, which is egg, spatula, fork, and hot plate, and the spray. I forgot to add it. And then turn on hot plate, which is already turned on. And
So it's already hot? Alright,
And
so we're
then
going to be really
second-
careful.
and then after you get the eggs out and then you
Are you making scrambled eggs? I'm sorry I missed. What kind of
Yes,
eggs are you making up?
scramble,
Scrambled eggs.
and then you crack
Crack them in the bowl.
the egg. You can crack how many you want. I'm just gonna crack 2. And then you mix up the egg.
You always use a fork?
You can use anything. You can use a fork, spoon, knife, a plate, your hand.
How do you mix in the plate?
I'll keep that in mind when I don't have any utensils. Julie said I could use my hand. Mix up
And
my
then
eggs.
you check for eggshells before you dump it in, but not. Which I don't see any. It's a good sign. Good sign. Good sign. You keep on mixing until it's like fully yellow.
You can use the spray.
And then you spray the cooking spray oil on the really new
Spray it on there.
That's right. You spray it on the surface of the pan.
like that.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt it.
It's great. And then you dump it
Go slow.
very slowly. You have to like kind of hurry up. And you have to mix it like stir really good.
Looks like Mr. Rivers and I got the pan right hot, or the right temperature.
Like you have to stir it very good.
Do you have a plate or a bowl to ultimately put them in? Okay, good.
About 30 seconds. Pretty sure. No.
It doesn't take long to make a scrambled egg, does
Yeah,
it?
it doesn't take that long. And then after you're done, how do you turn this down?
Yeah.
It just goes
Pretty eggs.
That way.
Over here, I
Yeah,
don't know.
don't worry about the ones in the middle. You're gonna have to get them out anyways.
And after you're done, you put it on your plate.
Do you make scrambled eggs often?
Yes.
What do you like to cook? First of all, do you put salt, pepper? Do you put anything on your scrambled eggs?
No.
Just eat them Nothing, no salt, no pepper, nothing.
Yeah, that's how I like them.
Do you eat them with toast? Do you eat them with anything?
Like it by itself.
Have you ever had cheese in your egg?
Yeah.
Do you prefer cheese in your scrambled eggs?
Yes.
What kind of cheese?
Any.
Any.
Chris.
Do you know how to make any other kind of egg that's not scrambled?
Yes.
Good question.
What kind? How do you make them? What are some other ways that you like to make the eggs?
Don't look at me.
There's not, well, not other ways, but there's like different styles you can do. Like, if you crack an egg, don't mix it around. Just wait until the bottom's done, then you flip it, and then you're done. And then there's oak in the middle.
Do you know what that's called?
No.
Is it called over easy or is that
I think
sunny
so.
side? Yeah, that's over easy.
Yeah, I thought sun is.
And then
I think-
sunny side up is when you don't flip it.
I think sunny side up, yeah, when you have the yellow, just show
You don't flip it. Okay. All right. Any other questions before Jolie is done?
Which type of egg do you prefer the best? Boiled, scrambled?
Scramble.
All right. Give her a round of applause.
My name is Dorothy, and I'm going to be making a root beer float. The reason why is because I like ice cream and I also like soda. The ingredients or the supplies is cup or cups, scoop, ice cream, root beer, spoon and straws are optional, but you can have them. So first you take the cup. Take a cup, and then you take, you can take two, but I'm going to take one scoop and put it in the cup.
Did you say you're only going to do one scoop of ice cream in your root beer float?
Wait a minute.
You can do two,
There's no
but
strawberry.
I'm going to just do one.
What kind of ice cream do you prefer in your root beer float? Because some people will tell you that the only ice cream that belongs in a root beer float is vanilla ice cream.
I like
Well, how does Dorothy?
I like chocolate. It's my favorite one, so.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that's a scoop. So I usually do this like in the
I
summertime.
recommend use a spoon. You got a whole bunch of spoons, right? Use a spoon to help you.
And after you put the ice cream in, you're gonna pour some root beer or any kind of soda, but usually it's root beer. And then,
Maybe. How do you serve it? You're supposed to drink it, or do I eat it with a spoon? How do you serve a root beer float?
you can drink it, and like if like all the soda's done, you can like take a spoon and eat the ice cream.
So wouldn't part of your demo include putting a spoon in the cup? All right, and what do you say? Cheers! Hold it up, say cheers. Cheers there, give her a round of applause.
Hello, my name is Sandra Orton and I'm going to be showing you how to make peanut butter cookies.
Yum.
I make peanut butter cookies almost every week for a dessert on Friday for having a good week and celebrating that we made it through the week. So I decided to make them for you today. First you'll need a Tupperware bowl. It doesn't matter, I just chose this one so you guys can see what I'm doing. Next you'll need a spatula, a whisk, fork and spoon, and a different kind of spatula. Not one with a hole, but it's fine.
It's funny that they're both called spatulas, right?
Yeah. Next, you'll need some peanut butter, sugar, an egg, and a 1 cup measuring cup.
It doesn't matter, like, will you still need the same ingredients if you want to make, like you say you want to make a bigger batch than the one you're making now? What would you, like, how many ingredients would you, how much of the ingredients would you need?
Well, it depends on how much you want to make. If you want to make like 3 times the batch, because this batch makes about 19 cookies, so it depends on how many you want to make. Like if you want to make double the time amount, 19, just
38.
38, just double the amount of ingredients you used. Okay. So first, what you're gonna want to do is take your bowl and put 1 cup peanut butter, 1 cup sugar, and 1 cup eggs. I already pre-measured the stuff just so I didn't have to bring in the whole
So
bag.
smart.
So this is 1 cup sugar. This is 1 cup peanut butter.
Wow.
I'm just scraping it out with the spatula. And then you want to crack in your egg. Next, I prefer to use a whisk because it's easier to see the consistency. And then you just want to mix everything together.
I can tell by the way that you're talking about this and by the way that you're doing it that you actually really do make peanut butter cookies a lot. Seems like you're very good at it so far.
A lot of times when the batter, it looks like there's a lot of sugar because the peanut butter is kind of all clumped up. But once you get it all mixed in, you'll notice that it has like the chunks of sugar, and that's what you want. You don't want it to be runny or hard, like bread dough. You want it to be smooth.
Do you use any flour or butter?
You don't need any flour or butter.
So this is just peanut butter, sugar, and an egg?
Yes.
What happens if the consistency is like too thick? Would you like add water or like another egg?
Well, if it's too thick, I would add in a little peanut butter because the egg is what holds it together. If you add too much egg, it'll make it more runny.
Okay.
So I would prefer to use more peanut butter, but don't add in like a whole bunch at once. Add in just little bits at a time. Now that you have that, you can put like some cooking spray on your hands when you do this, but I'm just going to be using a spoon so they're even. You just take your spoon, get like a scoop and scrape it off and roll it together. Roll it into a ball and place it on your cooking sheet. Just do that with all of them. I'm just going to make a couple just for the sake of time. I'll just do these 2. So the batter will look like this. It's just like peanut butter with sugar and eggs. And then this is the part where you use your fork. You want to, when you do this, you want to make a crisscross pattern. So you put the fork here, and then you shake it out. And then you just do it the other way, this. Just do that to all the cookies. You don't want to push down too hard though, because when they bake, they will expand. So you just want to have enough to where you can see the crisscross patterns.
Can I tell you a neat trick I learned? I love peanut butter cookies too. When you do that step with your fork, if you have just a little bit of running water or just water, take your fork, just get a little water on it, and then put it and do the cross. It doesn't stick.
Yeah.
Neat trick I learned.
And then you bake them at 375 for 17 minutes. And they come out looking like this.
Yo, and do we have a sample for us?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to come around and offer a sample to these guys?
Sure.
All right. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hello, my name is Bentley, and today I'm going to be making funfetti strawberry
cupcakes. I forgot my ingredients, so, but you will need cupcake mix, 2 eggs, I'm trying to remember, 1/2 cup of milk and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and then stir it and put it in the cupcake pan and in the oven for 350 Fahrenheit.
And then what?
And then
After they're cooked, what else do you have to do?
take them out and put frosting on them.
Do you have to let them cool before you put the frosting on them?
Yes.
What kind of frosting have you chosen?
Strawberry mist. Anybody have questions? Riley?
I don't know if you said it. How long do you have to bake them for, do you know?
I don't know how many minutes or hours, but 350 Fahrenheit. Josie? How did I frost them?
Yeah, how do you frost them?
I used the knife, but you can use, I don't know if they're called by it. I would use the squeezy thingies.
You mean
A piping bag?
Yeah. Okay.
Is the frosting homemade or artificial? I mean, store-bought.
Store-bought. Jade?
Is this something you usually make, or is this a one-time thing?
One-time thing. Riley?
This isn't really kind of related to those cupcakes, but are those like your favorite ones, or like do you have like a preference of like what kind of cupcakes you like?
I like chocolate.
Give them a round of applause.
Hi, my name is Bryce, and I am going to show you how I do my hair every single morning. First of all, I did this. I want to show you how to do I do my hair because I do it every single morning. So the ingredients that you're going to need is a spray bottle with water in it. I don't have a spray bottle, so I'm just going to use a regular bottle, which could work too. Next thing you're going to have is hair gel. I like this Axe stuff because
Which one was
it's
extreme?
hold gel because I have like body wash and it's Axe and stuff, and I like the smell of it. And then you need a comb, and then you need a mirror so you can see what you're doing. So you wanna first thing that you wanna do is spray your hair until it's damp. So
Don't just pour that over your head, it's gonna spill, so figure out how you're gonna see water all over the table.
what?
Bryce, do you need a napkin?
No. That's good enough.
I think you should just leave your hair like that. Okay. We'll get the water after.
So then the next thing you want to do is comb it to the style that you like it.
What's the style that you like?
It's like slick back a little bit. Stop shaking the mirror. Okay, next thing you want to do is apply the gel. That's how much that I usually use. No, it's not.
Question.
What?
You brushed your hair the way that you wanted, but just to mess it up again. Why'd you do that?
So I can know which way I can brush it to make it look like what I want it to look like.
It's like a rough draft.
Just look like that, right? I like that.
Well, after that, you want to wash your hands, or else your hands are gonna get like super sticky.
You do have water. You have a trash can too. Just do what you did. Do it over the trash can,
Okay.
not over the table. So that way, if any water spills, it just goes in the trash can, and it's not that big a deal. Well, not that much. Maybe a little. Okay. Right. Yeah, there's a napkin right there. Dry your hands with.
What?
It's strong. So I have just a one question. Why do you salt and gel?
Because you want it to get held in place, or else it's gonna flop around and not look as good. Okay, now you're done with the water. Now you comb it back to the style that you like. Andrew.
How long does it take you in the morning typically to do your hair?
10 times, or 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
You wanna comb it until like it's semi not knotted. Because you can see that it's kind of resisting a little bit.
Why can't we just have it not knotted like all the way?
I don't know. I mean, you can. Okay, now you just let it dry. And if you do that every morning, then your hair is going to end up just staying that way. Or it's going to grow that way.
I guess give them a round of applause. Questions for
Today I'm going to be teaching you how to fold a t-shirt.
why?
Because I just thought I should do it because it's like a life skill and you're going to have to do it like later in life. Yeah,
Or now.
or now.
Your moms and dads make you.
What? What's your name? Oh, my name is Andrew Schick, and I'm going to be teaching you how to fold a t-shirt. So, first step, you place your t-shirt on the table or wherever you're doing it. You have the face, the front, the top, like this part on the shirt facing up. And then you fold the left sleeve into the crease. Then you fold the right sleeve into the crease. Then you fold the top to the bottom. Question, Sandra?
On your sheet, it's not that specific as you think.
It's not. Just
like
pay
you said table, but on your
Yeah.
sheet it says brown.
Just pay attention to me. I say them better than I write them. Jalen,
What's the easiest shirt for you to fold? Or like, what's your preferences in colors?
it's a good question. In colors, well, my favorite color is blue, so that's it. Easiest for me to fold. You said easiest shirt. Easiest shirt, I go a t-shirt, but like the easiest, like just piece of clothing to fold. I like to do pants because it's just like 2 or 3 things.
Shorts and one coat.
Adele, question?
What would the steps be for a normal size shirt?
This is a normal size shirt. It is a medium, youth medium, and youth mediums are for kids, I'm pretty sure 10 to 11. I am 11 years old.
But, like,
No adult larges.
how many times would you like have to fold it for like a larger shirt? Like
I
didn't mean that as a joke, like from top to bottom. I'll say
From-
more like from left to right.
It It depends. I don't really wear that type
Hold
of
on.
shirt.
Why don't you go back and take us through the steps, uninterrupted, and then we'll have time for any additional questions.
T-shirt. This part facing up, the front
So
of it.
front side face
The
up.
front side facing up.
Not front side facing down.
See, I do it like this just because I just care about the color. But if you're trying to like, this is what my mom does. Like if you're trying to like, if you really want to know what the shirt is, you could do front side facing down. I'll just do that because then you can really see the shirt more. So left sleeve fold into the little crease. Then you do the same with the right sleeve. Then you fold it from the top to the bottom. And then you fold it to the left to the right. Then if it's the front part face down, then you could kind of like see more of the shirt. So you know like what shirt it is. But yeah, that's it.
Give them a round of applause. Questions?
Questions?